Greetings. I've had a very emotional day. Had a very emotional 2020. So, I was going through today and I found this. It's from a few years ago, so I'm changing up a bit, but it's still true. I'm walking into 2020 with a clear heart and mind. If you owe me, don't worry about it. You're welcome. To this I say, pass it on. I forgive you your debt. Now go pass on that kindness to someone else. Don't let the chain of love end with you. If you have wronged me, it's all good. It says lesson learned. Well, as we can see, I'm too stubborn to learn my lesson. I am in this situation for a fourth time. I guess. I don't know. Second, third, fourth. Okay. Yay. If you're angry with me, whatever it is, fine. You've won. You're right. I concede. I give up. Words of Jar Jar Binks. Misa give up. Misa give up. I don't care anymore. If I'm right or wrong, I don't care anymore. If we aren't speaking, suppose it's cool. But no, I love you, and I wish you well. I pray for your success. If you feel like I have wronged you, I apologize. I don't want to hurt anybody. It's not my intention. Life is too short for all the pent-up anger, holding grudges, and extra pain. I have found out the hard way. Forgiveness is not for the forgivee. It is for the forgiver. Anger, grudges, extra pain, it all weighs you down. Doesn't weigh the other person down, usually. It weighs you down. And to me, I say, if you are on this list, or if you need help dealing with, forgiveness, reach out to me if you care to talk about it. If you have a problem with me, reach out to me and we can talk about it. Okay? If you don't, well, okay, and another thing. I've got a little clip. I've got a picture I'm going to add. It says, the man can't see the snake biting his wife. And the woman, can't see the boulder on her husband's back. The moral of the story is that sometimes a man can't see the pain, wife is suffering from, and women can't understand the pressure that men feel on a daily basis. This could be anyone. It doesn't have to be a man and a wife. It can be friends. It can be siblings. It can be a mother and child. A father and child. It could be anyone. We all need to learn to understand each other more and communicate better so we can seek out the problems and, maybe find a better solution. We can see each other's strengths and weaknesses. So, with that being said, I owe someone an apology. I am sorry if my words were hurtful or misunderstood. I did not mean.
Yeah.
What?
Mommy?
What does he want?
What do we need?
What does he need?
Come on, what do we need, buddy? Ask Mama.
Okay. Oh, he needs a diaper?
Can you ask Mama where diapers are?
Up front in the kitchen
Are you
hall
ever gonna come out of
thing.
here?
Yes. Later.
When?
I need some time, please. I will be out shortly. Okay?
Up front where?
There should be a green cloth box.
Okay.
They're in there. Okay. I am sorry for that interruption. I don't have a pause button on this video. Oh, I should say on this camera. But if I really wanted, to drag people through the mud, if I really wanted to bring shame to this family, or if I really wanted, to air out if I really wanted to air out all the family grievances, I can bring up my old emails. Hey, I have no problems or at least on my end. On my end. Me. I have no problem with my brother or my sister. I don't remember, but I want to say in a couple videos back, I've actually said I would love to repair the relationship with both of them. I would love to repair with both of them, but I feel left out. I feel ignored. And most of the time, I feel like they both have brushed me off. That is my feelings. That is my perceptions. If it's not true, well, it's a misunderstanding, but nobody said anything to me. I mean, wait, except for my sister. Sorry, I take that back. My sister has outright, has said to me, "You're my sister, I love you, but we are too different to be friends." Or something along those lines. I mean, I'm sorry, my sister called me a sheeple. And just, I love you, you're my sister, but I don't want to be your friend. Okay. Fine. Fine. But then she's also the one that told me when I went into the military, she felt like I had abandoned her. And I guess in a way she's right, I did. And for that I do apologize. I didn't know things were getting, that rough for everybody. I really do apologize. Some of my fondest memories were living in a gray house on the corner. Depending on the year, my memory it's a little foggy. I'll admit that. I vent. I don't mean to, vent. But if I say anything here that seems negative, I'm sorry. It's because I feel hurt, too. I'm confused. I don't blame my brother for anything. In fact, I am thankful for him. I love him. I am very thankful that he was there when Sean died for Avery. And I am sorry Mom tried to push my kids into his lap. In all honesty, I didn't want that. I was trying to fight for my kids back then. And I feel like I am being resented for that. Oh, who was it? I don't remember who said it. It's, no matter how thin you slice it, there's always two sides to every coin or pancake or whatever it was. Nobody came to me for my side. I'm sorry if I aired my side. But it's because I'm hurt. And I'm looking for some form of comfort from somebody other than Karen. It's not like I asked to get put in these situations where I have to rely on everybody else for everything. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be a burden. I know one of you said I need to step up and, teach my daughter to do this or that or something better. And you know what? If you get down to it, I've never been allowed to parent her. I've never been allowed to parent Candace. I wasn't allowed to be her mom in foster care. I had CPS telling me one thing and telling the foster mom something else and then telling my mom something else and then telling my mother-in-law, completely, totally different as well. So there was, 1, 2, 3, 4 different stories? I did anything and everything I could to try to please CPS to get my kids so my mom wouldn't have to raise them. I didn't want that. I don't know my path in life anymore. I thought I did. I thought I knew it when we lived in that beautiful gray house. I wanted to be that crazy mom that the kids all loved and adored. I wanted to be that neighborhood mom that my mom was back then. I know nobody remembers it but me. But one thing I will never, ever forget was one night my mom was working late at Riverside. I'm sorry. My mom was working late at Riverside, and I was taking care of my brother and sister. It was my stepdad's night at the firehouse. I remember it was really, really late. And I tucked my brother into bed, into my mom and dad's waterbed. So he could sleep there and wait for them. He was half asleep when I went in to check on him. Pulled the blanket up over him. And he whispered, "Night, love you, Mom." He was mostly asleep, I know. But it was in that moment that I realized that's what I wanted to be in life. I wanted to be a mom. I wanted that love. I guess yeah. Another one of my fondest memories. That house. And I've got so many. I remember Mom was working. Mom and Monty were working again or something, I think. I was cooking, I think. I don't really remember. I do remember I was cooking dinner. I had a big old knife. I was cutting up vegetables or something. And here comes my brother and his two best friends. Screaming at the top of their lungs, just like Dean. I gotta say, "What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" Well, the bigger boys outside were picking on them. Of course, I'm standing there. I got my hands on my hips asking them what's wrong. They said the bigger boys outside are picking on them. So I walk onto that door. I stand on that front porch. And I start waving my fist. "You boys leave my brother alone!" I'm hollering at them. Next thing I know, I hear one of them shout, "It's Lorena Bobbitt! Run! She's got a knife!" And it's a, "What? Stop looking." Yep. Sure enough, I'm still holding my big knife from cooking, from chopping up the vegetables or whatever it was. I remember sicking my sister on them, on those same boys. I remember my sister beating those boys up because they were picking on me. I would give anything to go back to those days. I really would. No. I left. Things changed. When I came back, I felt like I didn't know my family anymore. More or less. Hold on. Wait, no, not. Yeah. Let me rephrase that. I do remember one more. I do have one thing. Sitting at Golden Corral. The day after my boot camp graduation. Here it is, fresh out of boot camp, so you know I've still got that perfect posture. I've got that everything's crisp, tight, manners, just almost like a statue. You know, it's like I'm still in boot camp eating here. You know, focused on that. And next thing you know, I've got freaking gummy bears marching on my plate, singing cadence. And then at the end of the cadence, the gummy bears get picked up and their heads are bitten off. To go with the gruesome cadence that was being sung. And I'm just sitting here ignoring both of them. So it wasn't in boot camp. Was it? Maybe it was when I got married. I don't know. Maybe it was when I had kids. I don't remember. I remember up until boot camp, everything was, nice. We still felt like a family. I fell in love, got married, I got swindled into, a predatory loan for an overpriced trailer. Sean and I were naive, young and naive, and that young love. We just wanted to go start a family together. Maybe that's when everything went south. Yeah. That's when I started fucking up around every fucking corner, it feels like. People got evicted. Me and my bleeding heart. I mean, we had a police officer, and some of the people in the neighborhood asking us, it's like, these people, they just got evicted, and they weren't leaving, they weren't going to move, they refused to. So the officer said either they, find somewhere else to go or they get arrested. And he was like, is there anybody here who can take them in? I mean, I understand you need a place to live, but I will allow you to grab your stuff if you promise not to step foot on the property again afterwards. Me being young, stupid, naive, I offered. Sure, I could stay in my trailer for a while. Then, when I tried to kick them out, they got abusive. Sean got sent overseas. Without Sean there, they started bringing in drugs, stolen crap. And anytime I'd ask him to leave or threaten to call the cops, the bitch would lunge for my gut, my pregnant gut. So instead of it, taking anything out on me, she would threaten, I'm gonna kill your baby. You kick me out, I'm gonna kill your baby. I didn't know what to do. So, when you're young, stupid, and, newly married, what do? Who do you run to for marriage advice? Who do you run to for advice? Ran to Mama. Mama came and got me. From there, that's when we moved to Minnesota, when Sean got out of the service. I was so happy there. So happy there. Till some stupid cunt, whore, whatever, called CPS. Said we had 13 cats inside and rats galore. One? How the fuck do you have a rat infestation in your house if you've got 13 cats in your house? That I don't understand. But nope. Then honestly, I'm sorry, I feel like CPS was, balling me. I was a pagan at the time. I had magical thinking. They didn't like it. Just like the military. Just like the base sergeant major. Only they had the authority to take my kids. Because according to them, being Wiccan was a danger. I wasn't a perfect Catholic. Then, of course, I was fighting CPS. I was fighting my mother-in-law. And I'm sorry, Sean did not have enough cojones to stand up to his mama. He just let his mama walk all over him. And anytime I tried to stand up to her, she threatened to kick me out. Not Sean and the kids, just me. I guess in a way it's kind of fair play, because that's kind of what my mama did to Sean. She never, fully threatened to kick the kids out. She did try to get me to leave Sean, but if I left Sean, then, well, I'd be even more reliant on my mama. And anytime I tried to, step up and do something in my life for me, anytime I tried to break away and have, freedom or, what is it? independence, it never worked. I mean, I had the independence in Minnesota, and then somebody made a bogus bullshit call to CPS. And I got railroaded by CPS. And I mean, I knew, Sean and I knew kids that lived we knew some kids that were living in a house. They were in, Sean's Boy Scout troop. These kids lived in a house that had dog feces and trash piled up 2, 3, 4 feet high in the corners. These kids were underfed. And yet CPS left them there. No, these kids stayed with their parents. These kids would show up with a bruise. Oh, they're just kids. Kids get bruises. I leave my kids sitting in the living room, walk into the kitchen to make their lunch, and I'm the worst mom in the fucking world to CPS. I have a sink full of dirty dishes, which show that I've been cooking and feeding my kids. Yet I'm a bad mom. Yeah, I'm neglecting my kids. Oh, my daughter has a bottle sitting outside her bassinet at 8 o'clock in the morning. 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I am half asleep. She's got a empty bottle sitting on the floor, standing, just standing like this, on the floor, beside her bassinet. And I'm propping up her bottle. Because the bottle is sitting beside that bassinet, I'm propping it up at night to feed her. And I'm the worst mom. I'm neglecting her because I do that. And because I'm neglecting her when I do that, and I don't have AC. No, we have box fans in our windows. We don't have AC units or central AC in Minnesota. And because of this, I'm neglecting my kids, and they're gonna take them. Yes, that was the reason. That was the reason they gave me. That is what they listed as neglect. No air conditioning. I propped up her bottle, but they never saw me do it. They didn't have, the 100% evidence or proof or anything. All they had was a bottle sitting beside at 8 in the morning. And that is when I woke up. Oh, fuck. I am wanted. I will be back.